In this task, I will look at all the techniques that make up the user acceptance process. The user acceptance process is basically the user testing the newly installed or upgraded software so that they can give feedback to the technician, so if there is any problems then they can report it back to the technician so they can fix it. If there are no problems, then the user can sign the release form so that the technician's job is done, and this also shows that the user has tested the system and everything works and they are happy with it. As a technician, I have to now install the software for the user and allow them to test it to make sure everything works. I will look at configuration to meet customer needs, which is basically software set up so that the user is happy with the software. Hand over to the customer. Once it is handed over to the customer, then it is up to them to test it so that they can tell the technician about any problems there might be. Customer acceptance. If the software works, then the user signs a release form, and this shows that they have tested it and shows the software works. And then there has to be a backup procedure. If the problem can't be fixed, then the previous software must be reinstalled and everything will be back to normal. Once the software has been installed, then the technician will give instructions to the user to show them how it works, and then the user will test if the program works for them. The user will also test if their existing data works on the new software, because sometimes files and other data won't open on the new software. But if this is the problem, then the user gives it back to the technician, so that then the technician can try converting the data. If the data can't be converted, then the user must undo all the work again on the new software, and this is a waste of time. The user will also test the configuration so that it does what they need it for. If none of these work or are none done, then the user will report any problems back to the technician so that the technician can try and fix any problems that there may be. If it can't be fixed, then the technician must have a backup plan, and this is basically the software being uninstalled and the previous software being reinstalled back into the system along with all the data that was originally there. If it all works, then the user can sign a release form so that the technician's job is done and it shows that they have tested the software and everything is working. It is important to do this because if the software has a fault, then they can report it to the technician so that they can fix it. But if they didn't do this, then the fault would not be fixed and the software could cause a lot of problems for the user, and also they may have to call in another technician just to get it fixed, and this costs money and time. It is also important that the user is happy with the software, because they may find it difficult to use it and may need help with it. So it is best that the software has menu and desktop shortcuts so that the software is easy to use. If they don't like it, then they may want to uninstall it, and then this would have been a waste of the user's time and also the technician's time. Thank you.